Yeah.
In our home fries on pastry dough. So we did happy birthday. God, the Most High, right, like your creator or source.
We are one, the found, the found.
Hey y'all. My name is Ashley-Nicole Phillips, and you are tuned in to Magic Notes with myself, Ashley-Nicole Phillips. I am a channel for the divine. We truly all are, as our existential fundamental nature has infinite dimensions. A paradigm of the infinite dimensions is we are manifestations of infinite dimensions coming into fruition or perceptibility from 0 point, or the right now, the here and now. And every here and now is manifested from the reflecting of these infinite potentials, which are in alignment with different frequential patternings and paradigms, which manifest our every here and now. Within Magic Meals, I cook through the heart space, or the soul space, whatever the ancestors tell me to put in the pot, the pan, the baking dish. This is what I put in the pot, the pan, the baking dish. Truly, we are one with our ancestors. We are one with infinite, limitless potentials. We are one with all beings, all things. And we're awakening to this. We're coming out of a dense song of frequencies that was manufactured or co-created or procreated through an experiment of the galactic creation and infinite other dimensions of which manifest our now moment. We are infinite energies having an experience of the galactic creation and infinite other paradigms beyond our synaptical understanding of the galactic creation, which manifests our existence, our human, our paradigms of understanding who we are, our planet, which is really an energetic embodiment or an energetic realm, one with all of God's creation. And every here and now moment that manifests our here and now experience, which manifests our evolution or the makings of us, or our contribution to all things, or God, Allah, Shekinah, Param, Source, Hashem, Brahman, the Most High, the infinite dimensions within and beyond. God, Allah, Shekinah, Param, Source, Hashem, Brahman, the Most High. It's what we call life or reality. Truly, our lives, our reality, are infinitely more than our paradigm understandings of our existence, our paradigms of focus, our belief systems, which manifest our here and now, co-create our here and now. We're raising out of this dense song of frequencies, which was manifested again by the procreation, co-creation of the galactic creation and infinite dimensions beyond the galactic creation. When I refer to galactic creation, I mean beings, species, realms, places, dimensions that manifest as planets and many other dimensions of home of these realms, species, dimensions of God's creation. We perceive ourselves as human beings of planet Earth. There are infinite other beings of the galactic creation that perceive themselves as dimensions and simultaneously one with God, Allah, Shekinah, Param, Source, Hashem, Brahman, the Most High. The infinite dimensions within and beyond. God, Allah, Shekinah, Param, Source, Hashem, Brahman, the Most High. Our time, our experience, our evolution, as we manifested as 0 point and a focal point of reality where we had the consciousness awareness of the programming of our energy, or the divine coding of our energy, which manifested beings of a planet which saw destitution or a desolate solar system, a desolate galaxy, manifesting as beings that thought we were one-on-one or the only ones. When truly our one-on-one, only one, consciousness, perceptibility, acceptance of self is revolving out of it. We're expanding our consciousness to greater galactic, celestial, oneness, Christ consciousness, to perceive that we were never alone. Our time of experiencing solitude on the planet and in the solar system, in the galaxy, in the universe was a part of the programming, co-creation, procreation of the galactic creation and infinite dimensions beyond the galactic creation. To experience the divine or God, Allah, Shekinah, Param, Source, Hashem, Brahman, the Most High, infinite dimensions beyond and within God, Allah, Shekinah, Param, Source, Hashem, Brahman, the Most High. And an experience which allowed the divine or God, Allah, Shekinah, Param, Source, Hashem, Brahman, the Most High, the infinite dimensions within and beyond God, Allah, Shekinah, Param, Source, Hashem, Brahman, the Most High, experience self, the self, our self, in ways that we couldn't experience ourselves when we remembered that we are infinite energies having experiences of God's creation to commune, relate, to grow and evolve into greater conscious awareness, greater conscious embodiment of what it means to be God's creation, or what it means to be existence, or what it means to be what it means to be, as the dimensions of what it means to be is infinite, our experience where we manifested or we were procreated, co-created, and an intentional experiment of the cosmos, and infinite dimensions beyond our synaptical understanding of the cosmos, to experience the divine in evolution, to experience the divine. I'm sorry, I was like, what is that sound? I forgot I put the oil on the stove, yo. Let me turn this off. To experience the divine in ways that we couldn't experience ourselves when we remembered who we are, who we were, we remembered that we are the divine evolution. The lights were off and we saw solitude. We saw ourselves when we were standing in a room by ourselves. We perceived that we were by ourselves. When infinite dimensions are one tandem with every being, everything. Infinite dimensions perceived through every being, everything. I'm getting the reference to channel. I'm channeling right now. I'm channeling right now through the soul space. I'm getting the reference big brother or big sister. Because, we're remembering that the man and woman are one. We're always being perceived because we are perception, or we are infinite sentient energies, experiencing infinite sentient energies. To grow in infinite sentient energies, or God, Allah, Shekinah, Prime Source, Hashem, Brahman, the Most High, the infinite dimensions within and beyond. God, Allah, Shekinah, Prime Source, Hashem, Brahman, the Most High, to more wellness, more balance, more conscious awareness of our unity, more conscious embodiment of celestial, galactic, oneness, Christ consciousness, or the remembrance that all is within. Principle of correspondence, as below, so above. Everything in our reality is the manifestation of the all, in which we all are. All beings, all things are. And in every moment from 0 point, how we experience the all, are all beings, all things. Our perception, our experience emanates or is a frequency in infinite dimensions beyond our synaptical understanding of frequency, in which co-creates how the all, or God, Allah, Shekinah, Prime Source, Hashem, Brahman, the Most High, the infinite dimensions within and beyond. God, Allah, Shekinah, Prime Source, Hashem, Brahman, the Most High, manifests in every moment, experiences in every moment. There are infinite things happening right now in this moment. And the way we experience the infinite is a perception that contributes to the evolution of the infinite. At the same time, it's the infinite. We are the infinite. We're God, Allah, Shekinah, Prime Source, Hashem, Brahman, the Most High, the infinite dimensions within and beyond. God, Allah, Shekinah, Prime Source, Hashem, Brahman, the Most High. I'm going to link below my podcast, an episode of my podcast. I have two podcasts, two sister brother podcasts. Kingdom Things Podcast with Ashley-Nicole Phillips, which is available to stream for free on YouTube and Spotify, as well as Oneness Connection Energetic Upliftment, which is available to stream for free on YouTube. Link below in the description of this Magic Mills installment episode. I channel in all of my content. I'm channeling, I heal intentionally through the inner space to come into greater conscious awareness of the oneness that all things are, greater celestial, galactic oneness, Christ consciousness. And I channel the healing messages and frequencies into my content. I'm gonna link below a few installments of my podcasts that I recently channeled that go right along with these messages and sentiments. All the catalogs are timeless. Yes, I do grow into greater conscious awareness, conscious embodiment of how all beings, all things are one. More expanded galactic celestial oneness, Christ consciousness. More the catalogs are timeless. Whatever calls out to your heart space, you're more than welcome to utilize on your journey of evolution and growth. The rapture. I want to get all these channel messages out so that I don't not get them out. Excuse me, I want to get all these channel messages out so that I do not forget them or do not miss them, and unintentionally, because a lot of the times we can run from big downloads or divine revelations that we perceive or which we align with, subconsciously and consciously. The rapture. I was on my walk before I came to film this episode of this installment of Magic Mills. And it's like, hey, Ashley, we want you to share the downloads in regards to space and time that you've been perceiving over, really over all of space and time and beyond space and time. You've been aligning with the frequencies so you could perceive understandings of existence of the all or the self, ourselves, a more expanded consciousness way, more analogous to our existential fundamental nature of being infinite the infinite dimensions, or God, Allah, Shekinah, Prime, Source, Hashem, Brahman, the Most High. Infinite dimensions within and beyond. God, Allah, Shekinah, Prime, Source, Hashem, Brahman, the Most High. Manifested in every moment, made manifest in every moment. It's like the rapture, the dead rising. I channeled in my podcast in regards to, I have a 2033 prophecy. You know, it is ancient, eons old prophecy all over the planet, dimensions and realms beyond our synaptical understanding of the planet, which are here and now, or dimensions or realms beyond space and time, and which are always here and now. All things are always here and now. All of the galaxies, all of the solar system, all of the universes, the time of divine revelation. All dimensions of the divine, or the infinite, or God, Allah, Shekinah, Prime, Source, Hashem, Brahman, the Most High. Infinite dimensions within and beyond. God, Allah, Shekinah, Prime, Source, Hashem, Brahman, the Most High. Awakening and rising into remembrance. From whatever experience we're having. However we're made manifest. Whether we're a celestial being of the cosmos. Infinite dimensions beyond the celestial being of the cosmos. Whether we're a dog or an ant, or butterfly, or fairy, or a gnome, or a nymph, or a centaur. And these are synaptical understandings in which we perceive that as these dimensions and mythological creatures have been channeled into our synaptical awareness. So there's infinite dimensions of creation existence beyond our synaptical awareness. More the more we're all awakening. All is awakening to the remembrance that we are one, tandem with the ineffable, or the infinite, or an evolutionary journey that is always here and now, in which we get to grow and evolve into greater conscious awareness and conscious embodiment of how much we truly always only been in the here and now. My soul says, hey Ashley, everything is what it is. Our perception of what it is what changes. We're grounded into an experience of divine evolution, where our evolution looks like awakening to remember that we're infinite energies having a celestial being of the cosmos experience, and infinite dimensions beyond celestial being of the cosmos experience, in which we get to grow into greater conscious awareness and conscious embodiment. To integrate this conscious awareness and conscious embodiment into our existence, our culture, our experiences. So we're made manifest. 2033, the Kingdom Things podcast, as well as Oneness Connection, Energetic Upliftment 2033 prophecy. This prophecy is perceived in infinite dimensions. By the year 2033, we will be celestial being of the cosmos, or infinite energies having a celestial being of the cosmos experience. Consciously remembering that we're infinite energies having celestial beings of the cosmos experience, in infinite dimensions beyond celestial being, with no death, no disease, no war, no famine, world peace, no poverty, no pedophilia, no sex trafficking, no human trafficking. As death, disease, war, famine, poverty, pedophilia, sex trafficking, human trafficking were dense paradigms which were made manifest through the energies that were tied to the paradigms of synaptical understanding that space and time is linear. A linear space and time separate from the all, or the infinite, or God, Allah, Shekinah, Prime, Source, Hashem, Brahman, the Most High. We manifested in density, which manifested destitution, as we had an illusionary separation from our infinite portal existence in which all beings, all things are. Where we get to drop into our heart space, ask ourselves, hey soul, what is it that I need to know in this moment? To become greater consciously aware, consciously embody our limitless, infinite nature. To be the emanation of frequencies of wellness, of balance, of divine remembrance, of the remembrance that life, existence, is whatever we make it to be. And we are infinite existence, a portal of infinite possibilities, limitless possibilities. We're remembering this, awakening to this, to follow our highest timeline, which is infinite timelines, higher self-guidance, to meet our marks of evolutionary mind, body, soul, spirit, evolutionary growth and expansion, to be our authentic soul frequency, or the frequency in which we blossom back into divine evolution, to emit, to be medicine, to assist with our cosmological truth, that we are infinite energies made manifest through every moment. And the way we experience ourselves in every moment is a direct reflection on how intimate we are with our inner space, or all things, as our inner space is tandem with all things. By the year 2033, we will be galactic species of the cosmos, consciously aware that we are infinite energies having a galactic species of the cosmos experience. Consciously welcome back into galactic and beyond neighborhood, of other celestial beings and beings beyond our synaptical understanding, being their neighbors, being family, being kinfolk, communing, growing and evolving, sharing wisdoms, wellness. The divine wants to see, what do we create? The prophecy says no death, no disease, no war, no famine, no peace, no poverty, no pedophilia, no sex trafficking, no human trafficking. As we are created to cellularly, molecularly regenerate, genome regenerate, DNA activate, regenerate. How is the dead going to rise? Understanding that there is no death. And every moment may manifest as a direct reflection on how we fix our thought patterns, how we're divinely coded. As there are timekeeper realms, timekeeper species, timekeeper beings, timekeeper dimensions. And as we grow and evolve, and we emit frequencies that say we're ready to remember that death is a farce. We're ready to remember that we can be present in the now moment, drop into our heart space, and be no death, no disease, no war, nothing, world peace, no poverty. And perceive that our loved ones who have transcended were always here and now. Or our future selves in the present moment, or infinite energies having a celestial being of the cosmos experience, in which projected us into this dimension of a linear paradigm experience, with the illusion of separation from the infinite, to observe ourselves, our future selves, us being our future selves, projecting ourselves into this linear paradigm experience, with the illusion of separation from the infinite, or our limitless potentials. To garner the wisdoms from ourselves being projected, our future selves being projected into this linear space-time experience with the illusion of separation from the divine, our infinite limitless potentials. To garner the wisdoms from what we create. To balance, come into more balance, more wellness, more conscious awareness of our infinite wellness, balanced nature, of our oneness. Our loved ones in which we perceived as past, they're one with our future selves, which are remembered to greater conscious awareness of our oneness with all beings, all things. That we are divine evolution in evolution. Open our eyes and flash of the realm of our experience. And we perceive. We remember. We believe. Because we know. From the inside out. And however you experience your multidimensionality, the remembrance that we are dimensions of infinite timelines. And we're evolving, and there's infinite timelines where death does not exist. And we're becoming one of those infinite timelines. Because we've always truly been one of those infinite timelines. It's all is here and now, and we're choosing wellness in the here and now. Our time of not choosing wellness was a part of an experience, to garner the wisdoms from not choosing wellness, to go into greater conscious awareness of how limitless and wellness and united we are. Self-validation. Self-validation. We got the channel messages out. Thank you, self. Self being all beings, all things. Which I'm one with, you're one with. Thank you, self. So we are going to do we're going to go ahead and jump into doing dinner. Y'all just got off of work. So I'm a bit tired, but wanted to go ahead and get this message out. And I also cook my chili to eat for dinner tonight, for lunch tomorrow, for dinner the next day, for lunch the next day. And I got to figure out another meal to eat for the next few days after this chili. But we are right here, right now with the chili, okay? This is our Magic Meal Easy Chili. And it's intuitively guided. I've watched my mom make chili before a few times when I was younger. Yes, I'm 32, but I had a whole, from when I moved out the house, when I turned 18 to my early 20s, I ate out a lot. And I was catalyzed onto my rapid spiritual awakening journey when I turned 25. And I was still eating out. And my life was regenerated, flipped, turned all around, regenerated, was God just go inside. Live life zealotry, just meaning seeking God inside, seeking God in all things, to come into greater conscious awareness, we know it as a high vibration, expanded consciousness. Now I'm 32. And I've never cooked a chili myself, by myself, for myself, for themselves. Because as we eat, we experience reality. Infinite dimensions are experiencing, gleaning from our experience. So truly not eating by myself or for myself is, you know, it's infinite dimensions. Okay, so we're making this chili, and it's soul guided. It's soul guided, intuitively guided. We're gonna call it an easy chili because we're gonna make it easy. The ingredients, we have our oil back in here in the pan. I'm using a vegetable oil. Use whatever oil you want to use. We're also using, the next ingredient is our 3 pepper and onion frozen blend from the frozen aisle at Kroger's. I love their vegetable blends. They make cooking so easy. Save all the time on food prep. We don't have to chop up all these vegetables. We got 3 peppers, onion blend, onion, green bell pepper, red bell pepper, yellow bell pepper. Just throw it in the pan. We'll do this shortly. And then we have our mixed chili beans, seasoned kidney and pinto beans. These are the beans of my choice. Use whatever beans you want to use. Utilize. And I am cooking a bit. I got 3 cans because I'm cooking for a few days. And then we're doing a ground chicken chili. Use whatever protein you want. Use tofu. Use no meat. You know, do your thing. I'm using a ground chicken, halal. I had a whole thing, y'all. As I started awakening, I didn't know if I wanted to eat meat. And then I would pray about it. I would talk to ancestral forces. I actually channel ancestral forces. In a Magic Meals episode that I cross pollinated with my other content. I do community lives on my Facebook account, and this so I cross pollinated those Magic Meals meets my community live. I'm gonna link the episode below, in this Magic Meals in the description of this video, this Magic Meal episode. I channeled a lot of ancestral forces. We healed up. I cooked chicken with the bones in it for the first time, because normally I cook chicken breasts, not chickens with the bones in it. So in that episode, I shared about how, some ancestors are like, we don't eat meat, that's haram. Like, we don't eat meat. And some ancestral forces are like, as long as it's halal, it's good. So we're eating meat today, and it is halal. It's literally halal hand-cut chicken. We got our halal hand-cut ground chicken. So we're doing a ground chicken chili. We're gonna make this swift, quick. We're not gonna take, we've been here for a minute, but the cook time is gonna be swift. So this is a great part. And then I'm using chili seasoning. I'm using the original chili seasoning and then a mild chili seasoning. I doubt I'm gonna use both the whole packages. I'll probably use half and half or something like that. But I'm probably not gonna use the whole package. Not half and half. I probably like a whole and a half. A whole and a half, like it'll come out to be a whole. I don't know how much to put mild in. I'll just do it to taste, but it'll be a whole and a half. I'm probably not gonna use all the seasoning. Season to taste. Use the chili seasonings of your choice. Packaged chili seasonings of your choice. All right, we're gonna go ahead and get started. That's all the ingredients. We're turning our oil back on, and we're gonna go ahead and pour in probably 2/3 of the ground, 2/3 of the peppers and onions, the mixed peppers and onions. Two-thirds of this. And then we're gonna go ahead, just mix up. I step off camera sometimes, y'all. Don't mind me. Don't mind me. It's all right. It's all well. All things are well. All right. All right, so that's cooking up in there. Just getting heated up. And then we're gonna add our ground chicken. I used to be nervous about sharing these divine remembrances. And so I was like, Ashley, cause I daily have huge energetic shifts and awakenings. Cause I do powwow sessions or zealotry, seek God within. I do powwow sessions on the day-to-day whenever I'm in my inner space, being taught by the soul of the universes, the oneness of all things, getting divine revelations, healing up. I call these powwow sessions. I do powwow sessions all day, every day. And I was nervous about sharing these downloads here, of all my content really, but the soul's like, Ashley, because today I remember like, hey, like, because like I said, I go into greater celestial galactic oneness consciousness. And it's like, if I'm remembering this, there are infinite other dimensions that are remembering in this. There are tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands, millions of other humans in our perceptibility that are remembering this. There are millions of other beings in other dimensions that perceive us, that can utilize, how I channel messages, how you experience yourself, how you share your authentic frequency of the world. So it's like, the soul is like, Ashley, people that they need your, whatever you're channeling, they need it and they're gonna find it. Don't be nervous. Don't be scared. Don't be nervous. Don't be scared. So here we are. Here we are. All right. So I need to wash my hands real quick because I touched the inside of the chicken wrap package a little bit. I've never had ground chicken, so I'm excited about this experience. Now I've been wanting to try chicken sausage. I've been wanting to try chicken apple sausage for a while. And I did try some chicken apple sausage a few years ago. And a few years ago is truly here and now in a different frequential patterning. And the way we remember a few years ago, it didn't even happen like that anymore. Because the way we remembered a few years ago, and the way we experienced a few years ago, was a direct reflection of our perception, and not it was a direct reflection of our perspective, and there were infinite other ways to perceive, experience a few years ago. The way I remember a few years ago when I had that chicken sausage, I feel like chicken sausage didn't have its best representative on my plate that day. So I'm excited about this ground chicken, experiencing chicken in a way other than like a chicken bone, chicken leg, chicken thigh, chicken breast. Not the best representative for chicken sausage. So we're having ground chicken today. I'm excited. All right, so we have our onions, peppers in the pan. We're gonna add the whole package of chicken. Ooh. Yeah, it does have a little paper on it. Interesting. Little meat paper. Little butcher paper. Cool. All right, make sure that is up on the pan. This is up on the pan. All right, we're gonna turn up the heat just a tad bit. I didn't have the heat turned up so much because I didn't want to grease this oil that's in the pan with these vegetables popping everywhere. Let me wash my hands, y'all. And I'm about to go run into my charger because my phone battery is less than 10%. Be right back. All right, y'all, so we're plugged up, charging, phone's charging. So we just have our chicken. And actually, y'all, let me give y'all over the stove view. As y'all can see, we have our peppers, onions, ground chicken in the pan. I've never cooked ground chicken before, so this is an interesting experience. We have an optimistic disposition. We're staying heart-centered, and we're pulling from 0 point, or we're allowing from 0 point, a delicious delicious ground chicken, easy peasy, chili. Easy peasy chili. Give me 1 second, y'all. I gotta go check on the cornbread. It's in the oven. And I'm just using a boxed cornbread. I didn't feel like making it on camera. I'm just using an easy boxed cornbread. You can, use whatever boxed cornbread you would like, or even put the chili over rice. It's your choice. Give me 1 second. Oh, yay. That's great. The cornbread did not burn. Y'all watch the ground chicken and peppers and onions for me. Now what we gotta do, oh, that's cooking up. We got to stir it up. We gotta put, the cornbread just came out the oven. We gotta get a stick of butter. We gotta get a stick of butter and go ahead and lather up our cornbread. Go ahead and lather it on up. Lather it on up. Let me tilt it up just a little bit. We're gonna lather up our cornbread, y'all. I see the cornbread boxes back there. Let's go put them in the recycling bin. Lather up, let's make sure we don't splash any raw chicken juice. Let's just go ahead and lather up our cornbread and then take it back to the other counter. Give me a second, y'all. Go ahead and give it while it's nice and hot, nice and warm. You just take a stick of butter. I'm using salted butter. You use whatever butter you would like. You just take a stick of butter. Open up the stick of butter. Now, mind over matter. So we pray that our food is no harm to our body. We soul search, or we ask our soul, hey soul, why am I attracted to this dish? What's it trying to teach me about myself, these self? You garner the wisdoms. You be wellness. You be wellness. I always pray that, I pray before I eat that the food does no harm to my body. Just lather it on. That's all we're doing. Food does no harm to my body, as well as myself. No unnecessary weight gain. No unnecessary weight gain. No harm to the body. No unnecessary weight gain. That's all we're doing right here. We just took our box cornbread out the oven, slathering it up. This is my favorite part right here. Where the cornbread kind of cracks a little bit. The top, nice and buttered there. All right, and that's all we're doing here. I'll save that in. I'm gonna slice my cornbread and put some more butter. Just cut that butter off right there. We'll do that later. Okay, once we're ready to plate our food, we'll cut off that piece of butter that has the cornbread on it. Put this back on the counter over here. All right, y'all, let's get back to our chicken. It's actually smelling really delicious with the onions and peppers. Let's go ahead and kind of chop it up a little bit. Because it does cook. Like if you're making chicken burgers, yeah. Because it holds together well. So if you're making chicken burgers with ground chicken, I can see how it holds together very well, just like ground beef. It's pretty cool. Again, first time cooking ground chicken. This is a neat experience. I feel like we're gonna have to drain some of this chicken juice out. My soul said actually guidance. once it cooks a little bit more. We don't want to overcook our chicken, but we don't want raw chunks in it either. So we're gonna stir it around, cook it up for about 3 or 4 more minutes until these raw chunks get cooked a bit more. Then we're gonna drain out some of this moisture from the cook. And then what we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and add our chili seasoning. And we're gonna add our beans. And then we're gonna see if there's any other steps we need to add for our easy chili, our easy ground chicken chili. Alrighty. We're gonna drain just a little bit of this moisture because there's barely anything in it. There's a bit of moisture there. We're gonna go drain some of this moisture out, some of this water out. See the water right there? We're gonna drain some of that at the sink behind me. Give me one moment. Seems like the chicken wants to go with it. So what we're gonna do is actually just using the serving spoon to ladle out this water, this excess moisture. One moment, y'all. Watch the flame for me. All right, so we just a bit of it. It's a little bit left in there. A little bit of water left in there. Excess moisture. Let's go ahead and get our chili packages, chili seasoning packages. So we're gonna start with the original chili. Yeah, let's start with the original chili. You know, I used to say I don't like. I used to be a being that I used to be a dimension of the divine, a being that manifested from 0 point as a being that did not like spicy foods. But now I feel the inclination to, you know, eat more spicy foods. I kind of feel like drawn to eating spicy foods. So we're probably, I said to say, use the original, use a bit of this original, and then add some of the mild in here. Kind of have a hankering for the mild. A little bit more spice. Let's start here. Start here, use about half of this original. Half the original. Smelling good, looking good. Yum. All right, so we have half of the original. Probably gonna add all of the mild. Let's just start off with half. And then we're gonna add our beans in here. And then we're gonna taste. Because these beans are seasoned as well. I think we don't want it to be overly seasoned. So that's guidance, soul guidance. With half of the mild. We might be having another round of chili, making some more chili soon. We got a lot of seasoning left. All right, so we did half of each package to get a bit of spicier flavor with the mild, and then the original. We might be adding more of the chili seasoning. We're about to see. Let's add the beans first, and then taste. Again, I'm doing mixed chili beans, seasoned kidney and pinto beans, Kroger's brand. Use whatever beans you would like, whatever you feel guided to utilize. In your easy chili recipe, whatever protein you're using, protein bean recipe. All right, let's go ahead and get our, we're gonna need another, there's some raw pieces stuck on here. We're gonna need another cooking utensil. Get another spatula. Oh, the raw bit's gonna come. Okay, period. Okay, period. Okay, let's use a different spatula. Cooking utensil. Okay. Behind you, chef. Behind you, chef. All right, so we're getting our canned beans opened up over here on the other side of the kitchen counter. We'll be back over there in just one moment. I'm gonna move kind of fast because we don't want our brown chicken to overcook. It's looking good. Looking good, sounding good. Yeah, the beans are seasoned. See how seasoned the beans are? Getting that added in here. That added on in here. We want to kind of fold everything in because we don't want the beans to get all mushy. Fold everything in here. Our easy chili recipe. Like I said, I'm eating it with the cornbread. You can eat yours with rice, whatever you feel guided to. You can even do tortillas, like a ground chicken, bean, chili taco. Do it. You know, you can do however you want to do. However you want to do it. Do it like this with another can of beans. Another can of beans. Another can of beans. This might be all the beans we're gonna use. Again, I do have 3 cans on hand, but we might not use all 3. This might be sufficient, the 2. Or this fork will work. Some beans stuck in the bottom of the can. Let me try the beans. Yeah. I was glad to get these beans. I had them once before, and they're delicious like I remember. They're good, they're tasty. Let's get everything folded, incorporated. Yeah, I think this is all we need. Just the 2 cans of beans. How's it looking? It looks delicious. Let's taste it. We might need to do some salt and pepper and a few other spices from the spice cabinet. Let's try it out. Let's try it out. You get this fork. Okay, let's see where we're at with it. It don't need nothing else. It does not need anything else. It doesn't need no salt. I mean, you can salt and pepper to taste, you know, of course. It doesn't need anything else, y'all. How easy was this? How easy is this? Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. We're gonna put a lid on it. Let it percolate for a little bit. Let it warm up a little bit. The beans and everything in here. We're gonna plate. We're gonna taste with our cornbread. And then we're gonna do an outro. I'll see y'all at plating. See you soon. All right, y'all. So we have our easy, Magic Noodles easy, ground chicken chili, protein, ground chicken bean chili, or protein bean chili, whatever protein you want to utilize. Now we're plating. I have a little cornbread in the bottom of my dish in which I'm using. Again, you can use rice. You just put your protein and bean chili and tortillas and do protein bean tacos. Do the cornbread, whatever you feel guided to do. So put a little piece of cornbread in here. Put the chili over the cornbread. I want y'all to see the tabletop. So I'm bending over. I'm leaning over so y'all can see my face and the tabletop countertop. So we have our chili here. And y'all, guess what we're about to do? Look how delicious that looks. Look at this. How delicious. Easy, quick, easy. Protein bean chili. What we're gonna do. I'm from the South, y'all. I'm from Texas. From Austin, Texas. Really from infinite dimensions. Came back into conscious awareness of divine evolution. January 5th, 1994, space-time paradigm, linear concept of reality. January 5th, 1994, Austin, Texas. Say that to say, I feel like I'm a bit of a country girl. I mean, I can be. So we had that piece of cornbread. We're gonna do another piece of cornbread, y'all. Say all this to say, we're gonna do another piece of cornbread. Not only that, we're gonna do our dollop, or our slice of butter, a thin slice of butter, right here in this little situation, right on top of this little piece of cornbread right here. And then we're gonna do our taste test. We taste our food. Let me tilt the camera back up. We'll be right back in about a fraction of a second. Got my spoon. Got the dish. Let's try it, y'all. Let's get it up close again. Up close and personal with our protein bean easy chili, as well as our cornbread. Again, I did a box of cornbread off camera before we started. Let's try this, y'all. Bless this food for the nourishment of my body. No harm to my body, soul, spirit, molecules, cellular, genome, DNA activation, evolutionary journey. No weight gain. Please and thank you. Personal purpose. Let's go ahead and eat this. I can sense into the future, like beyond space and time, beyond the concept of time. And then when I'm within a time-space paradigm, like focus in a time-space paradigm, grounded, focus in a time-space paradigm, I can sense like like before I ate the food, I perceived that I really enjoyed it. Before I took that bite, I perceived how that bite was going to be energetically. Cool. Which brings me to my call to action. Sit with yourself every day, ask yourself, hey self, what is it that I need to know to come into greater conscious awareness, as well as a greater conscious embodiment of my limitless infinite potentials, in which all beings, all things have always only been. Wait for the answers because they will come. Your lingo with the universe, so all things is most likely unique to yourself. More than more. Validate yourself in your knowing, so that in which you become greater confident. Come into greater confidence when it comes to the journey of blossoming back into infinite energies, having a manifest experience of our infinite energies. Take one more bite. And it's so easy too. It's delicious, satiating, satisfying, healthy. Got your proteins, got your veggies with the peppers and the onions. All right, y'all. So our outro, we talked about my podcast already, Sister Brother Podcast, Kingdom Things Podcast with Ashley-Nicole Phillips, which is available to stream for free on YouTube and Spotify, as well as Oneness Connection Energetic Upliftment, available to stream on YouTube. Channel messages from the soul space are all things to assist in this time as we're awakening to remembrance that we are infinite, we are limitless, having a sensory perceptive experience, which is our every now moment of divine evolution, to assist with upliftment, regeneration, and remembrance, greater remembrance of our unity, infinite dimensions of our unity as divine evolution, or God, Allah, Shekinah, Prime Source, Hashem, Brahman, the Most High, the infinite dimensions within and beyond. God, Allah, Shekinah, Prime Source, Hashem, Brahman, the Most High. Again, Oneness Connection Energetic Upliftment is available to stream for free on YouTube, channel messages, Kingdom Things Podcast with Ashley-Nicole Phillips on YouTube, Spotify, channel messages, Ancestral Forces. I channeled 3 books. It's actually a Parcel book set. It's called the Unconditional Love Literature Parcel. It's been a part of my evolutionary journey, awakening journey. It's a 3-part book series. The first 2 parts, Asia's story, coming on the story of Asia, followed by the story of Asia, I'm home. Asia is a teenage girl growing up in the New York City foster care system. She's catalyzed onto her spiritual awakening journey when she experiences things that would stretch her and grow her out of the concept of paradigms of limitation in which she identified as. The 3rd part of the Unconditional Love Literature Parcel is Maya the Have. Maya the Have is analogous to infinite dimensions of our evolutionary experience, acceptance of self. One soul manifests as 2 beings over many lifetimes, showing our multiplicity, our multidimensional nature. They know they're supposed to co-create a love and a life together. They will do so. Which lifetime, under which circumstances, the books are prophetic, they're healing, as we get to introspect and reflect on the different paradigms of our self-acceptance that manifested our now moments, in which we perceived as a linear paradigm. The Unconditional Love Literature Parcel is available to purchase in the Amazon bookstore. If you're doing digital downloads, it's 3 separate downloads, $9.99 per book, $29.97 plus tax, more than more for the whole parcel set. If you're doing paperback copies mailed to your home, the first 2 parts, Asia's story, coming on the story of Asia, followed by the story of Asia, I'm home, comes in one binding. The 3rd book, Maya the Have, comes in a separate binding. Asia's story, the first 2 books, it's $19.99 plus tax for the first 2 books in the one Asia story binding for the Unconditional Love Literature Parcel. The third book in a separate binding, Maya the Have, is $9.99 plus tax. So it's $29.98 plus tax plus shipping and handling for the Unconditional Love Literature Parcel to be shipped to your home, mailed to your home. That's my puppy Hazel. Hazel, give me a few more minutes. Two paperback bindings, all 3 books. You're also able to experience the first 2 books, Coming Home, the Story of Asya, bless me. Coming Home, the Story of Asya, followed by the story of Asya, I'm Home, audiobook style within the Kingdom Things podcast with Ashley-Nicole Phillips, YouTube catalog, link below in the description. All the links are below in the description of this Magic Mills installment edition rendition. I also have an animated series, Asya Story, the animated series, which stems from, I came into conscious awareness to co-create channel, be taught by the soul space how to co-create channel the animated series through the process of channeling the Unconditional Love Literature Parcel. Asya Story, the animated series, is available to stream for free. My author's YouTube channel, AP Short Stories, link below in the description of this installment. Before we're gonna actually roll into it in an episode of the animated series, Asya Story, the animated series, as well as my live series, an episode of my live series, Out of the Box. Out of the Box it's analogous to what we're all experiencing. We're awakening mind, body, soul, genome, consciousness expansion. So remember, it's that we've always been infinitely more than we perceived in our linear space-time paradigm. We're remembering that we've always been the infinite, regarding the wisdoms from our linear space-time paradigm to be our future self in the present moment. Out of the Box is available to stream on my music channel, YouTube channel, Ashley-Nicole Music on YouTube. I've channeled, and I'm working on my last album, healing myself through the inner space and channeling healing frequencies into music. My music catalog is available to stream. Again, Ashley-Nicole Music on YouTube, link below in the description. You can definitely perceive my evolution through the music. I also have on the music channel, Ashley-Nicole Music, the Facebook community lives in which I do, which I was talking about earlier, channeling about earlier. I save all of the community lives on my YouTube channel, Ashley-Nicole Music on YouTube. Again, link below. Go to the playlist section and you'll see the Facebook community live playlist. I channel whatever the ancestors put on the soul space, heart space to channel. We do get into a lot of sensitive topics, deep topics, existential fundamental nature, remembrance, wisdoms, divine revelations, messages, channel messages. Again, that's within Ashley-Nicole Music on YouTube. What else do we have? What else do we have? Whatever other offerings have I co-created to assist us in this time? We're here on Magic Mills. Magic Mills, subscribe to the channel. Like the videos to help proliferate Magic Mills with Ashley-Nicole Phillips, again, to assist with offerings to assist with this time as we're awakening in the droves, in the mass, our consciousness, remembering that we're truly one energy manifested in infinite ways. On the channel, I have the cooking installments. I have the shorts, meals in 60 seconds. I also have mukbang content, dinner talk, which is more formal sit down. We talk about whatever the soul space puts in the heart space to talk about. I also have Let Me See Your Plate. It's more of a relaxed, what is it called? Not formal, but casual. Let Me See Your Plate is more of a casual setting. Again, we eat and we talk about we channel about whatever the soul space puts on the soul space, heart space to channel about. We're gonna roll into an episode of Asya Story as well as Out of the Box. I love you, loving yourself. Self-love is the best love because you have to love yourself in the way in which you want your reality to love you back. Self-love is the best love because it helps us come into greater conscious awareness of how we've always only been one. And our perception of this is growing and evolving so that in which we can become our future selves in the present moment, or vibrations, energies that co-create a collective, infinite energies having a celestial being of the cosmos experience and infinite other dimensions for us to grow into understanding of experience of God's creation with no death, no disease, no war, no famine, world peace, no poverty, no pedophilia, no sex trafficking, no human trafficking. Self-love is the best love because we are loving our truest truths. Let's give it to ourselves, or love on ourselves into greater remembrance of our existential, fundamental, cosmological, and beyond nature. We'll see y'all later. Bye.
My name is Ashley-Nicole. I am an ageless being. Well, I'm 31, with utilizing the paradigms of space and time as known by third-dimensional humanity to quantify my existence. My consciousness is focused primarily as Ashley-Nicole, human of planet Earth. I awakened within the dream. I am limitless existence, or energies of the infinite sea, or spirit, having infinite experiences, just in this one moment, and a gander of infinite experiences within this now moment. It appears as if I am putting my wig on in my bathroom mirror, when in another dimension of the self, in just this past moment of infinite existence, I assisted with disarming the pardon collider to allow for the mass awakening of the human consciousness. Grand Rising Earth Dweller. Grand Rising M. And thanks again for your assistance with everything. I requested for a regular guide that I can expect to be available to assist me with settling into remembrance and mission. I'm super appreciative. We've been paired to work with one another.
Remembering into multidimensionality within colonial life is a vibrant experience. I'm glad to help. How's Kingdom Things podcast going? You truly have the ether stirring into universal order, divine alignment.
For the upliftment and rejuvenation of all things. The podcast is great. I mean, I'm finally feeling the heart connection to the podcast. I suppose there's always been.
Surely.
The podcast has been an intuitive mandate that came into fruition with following my heart space and inner guidance. My mind is acclimated and excited about, well, all of this, being awakened within the dream.
We waited, love is on fire. There are you and I, my civilizations that are top of sunlight.
Between me and you, life is all that it's cracked up to be. Taking my dark moments with as much gratitude as I do my light, I am able to perceive a wider scope of who I am. I am able to perceive more of my multidimensionality. Which is available on Amazon books, in the Amazon bookstore. Coming from the story, my book. I wrote palm frites into my book. It's a restaurant in NYC. My book, Coming Home, the Story of Asya, followed by the story of Asya, I'm Home, is available in the Amazon bookstore. It's about what humanity is about to going through the Great Awakening, the Great Shift, where we wake up to our limitless potentials. So I wrote about palm frites in my book. I've been wanting to go to palm frites since I was a kid. I've been talking about palm frites for the last 3 months. I'm manifesting. I'm in New York City, NYC. Palm frites is 44 minutes that way if you walk, 8 minutes if you Uber, you know. You rang. How can I assist you, dear Asya? Well, I'm on my flight to London, and I got a vision. Ashley-Nicole, please, Mindy, my dearest galactic ancestor, tell me what's going on here. I didn't know who else to ask about this, so I dropped into a deep meditation. And here you are. I'm always here, whenever you need me. Me and all of creation. You are a dimension of all of creation. I'm a character in a book? Hey, my name is Asya, and I am an interdimensional being. I know. I just found out myself. Everything that I thought was my truth was a lie. I chose to continue this life because of the one thing that I know isn't a lie. Love. What did you think the book of Akashic Records consisted of? Just as Ashley-Nicole authored you or channeled you into creation, your co-creator, Ashley, was written into creation herself. But we... You reside within a reality of infinite realities. The age of unconditional love you have been assisting to bring about. You, your co-creator Ashley, and all of creation have been assisting to create, will allow for all realities, dimensions, and creations to transcend space and time, to grow, learn, and love from and with one another, as one creation, one family. Well, I had such a great time in London. I saw Big Ben. I ate at one of my favorite restaurants that I'd never visited before, Bacchanalia, London. I stayed at the Claremont Victoria, right around the corner from Buckingham Palace. I visited the palace as well. I also graduated into my role as an ambassador of the universe. I know. It went like this. As I was awaiting London public transit to take me 0.6 miles away from my destination, Bacchanalia, London, I got an epiphany. I once told a friend, our bodies aren't dumpsters for all of our emotions. And I was reminded that I had been holding in a lot of resentment and anger over the years for being or presenting as other than who I was, for not allowing my soul or my true authenticity to breathe. I was reminded by my ancestors that me forgetting who I was, a goddess having a human experience, was a part of the makings of me. And not only was forgetting who I am a part of the makings of me, but it was for my protection. I had to develop the skills or karmic lessons to be able to wield the power that is me, myself, my God essence, my goddess essence. All of the resentment, anger, envy, jealousy, and rage I held within, I'm now able to observe with a subjective view, an objective view, detached from the energies, and detach all people, places, and things from the thought patterns associated with this energy, in order to create new thought patterns to utilize the energy to manifest a reality that I do want. A reality of wellness, a reality for abundance for all, a reality of abundance for all. I sit here on this bench in the park whenever I need space to be with myself. Okay, how do I present this one? Other dimensions of myself, or my ancestors, shared with me that there is such a thing as a shadow government here on planet Earth. Based off of my internal work, my shadow work, my astral travel, and my learnings with my spirit guides, I have the understanding that everything in creation is multidimensional. The government is multidimensional. Our governments are multidimensional. Who are the shadows lurking behind the light, or what we can perceive in our reality? The shadow government is actually angelic beings, the all, oneness, or God, assisting with humanity's and planet Earth's ascension. Everything we've experienced and everything that we will experience has served as tools for self-mastery to be able to wield our oneness, God power, in physical form
here in this realm of creation called planet Earth as human beings. As we all, as individual humans, continue to align with our internal gnosis or our soul's knowings or our soul blueprint, we will continue to extinguish any remnants of the amnesiatic states in which we created out of false pretense, in which we created out of the understanding that we are abundance, in which we created out of the understanding that we are dimensions and are God, Goddess.
I'm glad we were able to pencil each other in.
Me too. You know, our missions keep us busy. Super busy.
Yeah, I know. We just have to remember where our mission starts. Internal, our soul. Where we meet, our soul.
Yes and yes. Before I get into all the juicy astral details, you like my new hairstyle?
I really do. What inspired the do?
I'm not sure. I just wanted something different. Well, different for me anyways.
I love it, Asya.
Thank you. I'm so grateful for our bond, our connection. My internal knowings, intuition, God inside told me a while ago that we were created with each other's most wildest dreams and possibilities in mind. I definitely believe it now. If I had any doubts before, I have less doubts now.
Do you want to talk about it?
In front of the camera?
Cut. What are you talking about, Chase? Why don't you want to talk about it on camera, Asya? Asya? Chase is talking about some things that have implications on human nature and the planet. I'm not sure if I want to talk about it on camera yet. Well, Asya, you signed on to be a part of a show where you divulged the journey, your spiritual alignment, to hopefully encourage others that are going through similar things as yourself. You have to tell your truth, tell your story. It's going to be fine. Okay, Asya? Okay.
I am a key.
I am a key.
And our union in this reality solidifies the solidarity of all of creation, the oneness of all things.
A new world. A God dream. My name is Asya, and I'm a teenage witch. Just kidding. I am a starseed. My story is much like humanity's story. I awakened to some pretty spectacular things about myself. Coming home, the story of Asya, followed by the story of Asya, I'm home. The book series that introduces the book. After a 20 days trip, I have read my attempts letter. He speaks of my father releasing him from imprisonment and the fate of death. He pleads for us to run away together. This plea is one of which I made no mistake to decline. My other half, available in the Amazon bookstore. I feel as though I was born here on Earth to find you. I was created to find my person. The Unconditional Love Literature Parcel, now available in the Amazon bookstore.
I am a key.
I am a key.
And our union in this reality solidifies the solidarity of all of creation, the oneness of all things.
a new world, a God dream.
Yeah. In our home fries.
Pastry dough.
So
we did happy birthday.
God, the Most High, my life, creator, or source.
We are one, the found, the found.